What can you tell us about Corey Sutton?
Oh, man, he's big. He's strong. He's physical. He plays big, reliable with his hands. He has run after the catch skills. And he's been a deep threat all his career. This is a guy that set out last year. He tore his ACL late in the 19th season. So I'm anxious to talk to him about what he did in preparation to the 2021 season to have him be one of the all-time leading receivers at App State and lead the team this year in every receiving category.
Yeah, impressive stuff coming off that type of injury, and then to lead the team in receiving with the type of talent that the Mountaineers have. So let's get right into it. We'll welcome him into the show right now. It's Corey Sutton, the Appalachian State receiver. Corey, how are you doing today? Where are you checking in from?
What's going on, guys? I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina right now at my parents' house, just hanging out.
Cool, yeah. Charlotte's like one of the most underrated cities in this country, in my opinion. I love getting down to Charlotte when I can. Take me through, your invitation process. Who delivered the news? Where were you? And what was that like for you?
So actually, my agent Chris Martin was the first one that told me the news, and then our head coach, Coach Clark, told me. I think they got the invitation. What was it? Probably about a week before you guys had posted it. So I found out probably about the game before the championship, I think. And so I was really excited about that and just ready for the opportunity. So I was excited about that. I got it in paper and everything, and then I signed up pretty much right away.
Very cool. Chris Martin, OTG Sports. Shout out to Chris and Sarah doing great things up there in the Connecticut area for sure. So you're joined by Rick Saratella, that is I, Lorenz Lineweber, Von Hutchins, and Dane Vandernet, our executive director here at the NFLPA Collegiate Bowl. And I'm going to turn it over to Dane. Let him fire away. What do you got for Corey here, Dane?
Hey, Corey, good morning, man. Appreciate you jumping on here. And first of all, man, how's that right hand doing?
It's doing pretty good now. I just got a new cast on it. I had surgery on my wrist about 2 weeks ago. So I got about 2 more weeks in the cast, and then I'm going to start rehabbing. So it's going to be a quick turnaround for me. But, I've been through a lot of adversity. So, I mean, it's not a too big deal. It's nothing like the knee or anything. So I have about 2 weeks, and then I'm going to start pushing a little bit and be ready for the game.
Nice, man. Well, hey, we're obviously excited and looking forward to getting you out to LA and watch you compete, man. And I know Von's going to hit you on a little bit about your road to recovery from 2019's injury, but man, you were named the most dangerous deep threat in the Fun Belt over there, man. Give the audience and us a little tease here, man. What can we expect you to run come Combine Pro Day?
I think that's probably like a big question, because I've shown flashes of speed on film, but it's kind of like, okay, how fast is he? Is he a 4.5? Is he a 4.6? Is he a 4.4? So, I mean, I'm excited to answer those questions when it comes pro day or combine, wherever I get to run it at. I'm excited and I'm ready to put the work in for that. So I think that's something that people are going to keep their eye on a lot is that 40 time. And that's something I'm prepared to show a good number at.
Yeah, you play fast, and I'll turn it over to Von here next, man. But, we enjoy watching you because you're not slow on the football field. You're able to create separation from DBs with your routes. And most importantly, you utilize your size and you play big in contested situations. But, no, man, hey, 40 time is always important, especially for skill position players. But, I'm not doubting that, man. I don't think you're going to run the road.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, let's go around the horn here. Before we get to Von Hutchins, I got to ask Corey, with the rehab and everything, you're not probably able to work out as efficiently as you want to. What do you think you're going to tip the scales and weigh in out in Pasadena, Corey?
And weigh in at, I'll probably be around 205. I usually go around the off season around like 210, 215-ish, and then cut it down to camp. So I was playing the season around like 207. But with this broken hand and not being able to lift as much as I would like to, it'll probably be around 205.
All right. Corey Sutton, Appalachian State wide receiver here on the NFLPA Collegiate Bowl Watchlist show. Rick Saratella, Dane Vandernet, Lorenz Lineweber, and Von Hutchins, who's really largely responsible for getting Corey out to Pasadena. Von, go ahead. Take it away.
Man, Corey, I've seen you guys in person a couple times, came and visited you guys at the school. Took a couple players a couple years ago. I spoke about the adversity that you experienced from 19 to 20. Just talk about your rehab process and the strength that it took, the inner strength that it took to kind of grind through that process and then sitting out because of the COVID year.
Yeah, so I mean, I've never had an injury like that. And looking back at it now, I think that only people that had injuries like that can kind of understand what that process is like, trying to come back for another year. And, we've had a lot of transitions at App with coaching, with players. It's been a fast rotating college in the past couple of years. So just trying to stay consistent through those years was one of the main goals. And doing that in 2019, and I think I played 7 games and then tearing my ACL, I wasn't sure what was in front of me as far as what that recovery looked like. I knew I was coming back, but I didn't know, what it was going to be like. But, after tearing that, it gave me a lot of time to, sit down and actually get to work on myself. So it was really beneficial for me to have time to actually work on myself and not really take a step away from football, but in a way, be able to kind of focus on the little things I need to focus on. And then I wanted to play it in 2020, but I just felt like I was going to look okay, but I didn't think I was going to look as explosive and have the year that I wanted to have as a senior, as a last year senior. I didn't want to, leave my mark as, okay, he could have been faster or more explosive. So I said, okay, let me take this one more year off, get the best, get back to where I know I can play and show them, my routes, my explosiveness and things like that. So it was really just taking that year off and, getting myself back. And it was hard also, with COVID, because I had to do most of my rehab by myself and never have tearing something like that. Doing your rehab by yourself is hard, so, growing that leg back from really small, it was a challenge, but I'm grateful for it. Now looking back at it, I'm right in the position that I feel like I needed to be in.
Absolutely.
Good stuff here. Corey Sutton, Appalachian State wide receiver here on the NFLPA Collegiate Bowl Watchlist show. We're going to turn it over to Lorenz Leinweber from across the pond there in Germany. What do you got here for Corey?
Hey, Corey, appreciate you hopping on with us. Your father was a successful football player in his own right. How much of an influence has he been on your career and fighting through adversity like you just talked about?
Yeah, he was a big influence, and I would say he was a bigger influence earlier on in my game, just from the standpoint of I used to play baseball when I was younger. Since I was a baby all the way through high school, I was really a baseball player, and I started playing football really late. And as soon as I started playing it, I loved it like right away. And at first, he wanted me to play baseball, but when I switched over to football, he helped me with that switch. And it was around 8th grade and freshman year. And we used to wake up and go to the gym before school at like 5 o'clock in the morning, every morning from 8th grade all the way to junior year of high school. And, he was the one getting up with me every morning, and we would go to the gym before school. And, I started off, I wasn't good. I wasn't really that talented, but, we worked, 3 or 4 years in a row straight. And, I just watched myself develop every year. So I would say he had a huge impact, but it was so much more special because it was early on.
All right, Corey. Well, we appreciate you taking the time here to join us this morning. Give us a little inside your draft process. And you got one last one here for Corey you want to throw out there?
Yeah, hey, Corey, I just want to know, man, when NFL scouts and coaches and executives are leaving the NFLPA Bowl, what do you want them to be saying about Corey Sutton? What impression or what goal do you have for them going into the All-Star event?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked that because I'm excited about this event, mostly just because I think that people kind of have an idea of kind of what I would look like in person, but I don't think anybody really is like, is he really that good, or is he kind of good, or is he average? And so I'm really excited to get out there for people to actually see my routes and my releases and my hands and my physicality, just to show that overall wide receiver ability. I'm excited to show that in person, with my releases, my technique that I take a lot of pride in. I take a lot of pride in having a lot of fundamentals and really being a student of the game. So, I mean, I'm excited for people to see that in person, you know, not with the A on our helmet, you know, playing somebody else, you know, it's going to be all one uniform. You can't tell anybody apart. So I'm excited for that.
No, man. Hey, you know what? Keep that chip on your shoulder, Corey. We got guys from SEC, ACC, Big 12, Pac-12, all coming out, man. So we can't wait to watch you compete.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I can't wait to get out there. I'm excited.
And they will recognize Corey Sutton once those one-on-ones get into the mix, because that's where the money makers happen and the cream always rises to the top. So, Corey, we're looking forward to it, man. Good luck with the rehab out there in Charlotte. Say hello to my one of my favorite cities out there, and we'll see you out in Pasadena, my man. Buckle up.
Okay, yes, sir. I'll see you guys out there. Thank you.